Let's talk about a word that has probably been leveled at you, and it hurts. It hurts because for your entire life, you have been the opposite of this word. The word is distant. The word is cold. The word is selfish. The accusation. It comes from a partner, a parent, a friend, a sibling. It comes when you finally stop, when you finally pull back, when you finally put up one small, terrified boundary, when you stop answering the phone at 1:00 p.m., when you stop saying yes to everything, when you stop fixing their mess, when you stop being their therapist, when you stop dying. They look at you and they say, "What's wrong with you? You're so distant," and it cuts you to the core because you know your entire identity has been built on not being distant. It has been built on being present, on being available, on being warm, on being used. Today, we are going to talk about this accusation, and we are going to reframe it. We are going to reclaim it, because this is a profound psychological law. The truth is you're not distant. You are finally done. You are done being used. That accusation is not a diagnosis of your failure. It is a symptom of their withdrawal. It is proof that the work is working. It is proof that you are finally beginning to hail. It is the sound the addict makes when you take the drug away. This is a union journey. It is the great work of individuation. It is the journey from hostage to hero. It is the most terrifying and most liberating no you will ever say. It is the no that finally allows your own yes to live. Let's diagnose this. How does this happen? How did you become the carrier, the rescuer, the one who gets used? We are not born this way. We learn this. This is a trained survival mechanism that has become a prison. You, the carrier, you learned at a very young age that your worth is not in who you are. Your worth is in what you can do for other people. You were the little adult. You were the peacemaker between your raging, chaotic parents. You learned that your job was to manage their emotions. You learned to read the air in a room, to walk in and instantly scan. Is dad angry? Is mom sad? And your job was to make it okay, to be good, to be quiet, to be no trouble. You were the emotional crutch for your mother. She told you her pain, her fears, her marriage problems, and you, a child, became her therapist. You learned my worth is in my worthdom. My worth is in my strength. My worth is in my ability to hold her pain. You learned my own needs are a problem, because when you had a need, They were angry, dismissive, or absent. My own anger is dangerous because your no threatened their yes to using. My own vulnerability is unacceptable, and so, to survive, to be loved, you split, you betrayed yourself, you built a mask. The great psychologist Carl Jung called this the persona, and you built a specific, powerful persona, the savior persona, the wounded healer persona, the selfless persona, the good, kind, strong, capable, always okay persona. And it worked. People praised you. You're so strong. You're so mature. You're such a good listener. What would I do without you? And that praise was your food. It was your drug. It validated the mask. It confirmed the lie that you are the rescuer. And at the exact same time, you abandoned yourself. Every time you chose to be strong, you abandoned your own weakness. Every time you chose to be selfless, you abandoned your own selfish needs. Every time you chose to be the peacemaker, you abandoned your own righteous anger. You're locked, your entire real, your own pain, your own needs, your own no in the basement calls of your psyche. Jung called this the shadow. Your shadow is not evil. Your shadow is you. It is your authenticity. It is your gold. It is your own paying that you are not carrying. It is your own wounded child that you have betrayed. So you are now a half person. You are a perfect, strong, capable persona walking on top of a basement full of your own screaming, betrayed inner child, a child that you are ignoring. Now, what kind of person does this persona attract? This is the mechanism. It is a lock and key. You, the good, strong, capable rescuer, are a walking advertisement. You are a magnet for people who need to be rescued. You attract the chaos, the victim, the narcissist. You attract the projector. This is the core of the problem. The projector is the opposite of you. They also have a shadow. Their shadow is full of their pain, their weakness, their rage, their shame, but their ego cannot handle it. They cannot own their own stuff. They live in a state of self-betrayal. So their unconscious must find a way to get rid of it. It projects that unacceptable pain onto someone. Thus, it finds you. It finds the strong one, the capable one, the one who can take it, and it psychically dumps its pain into This is projective identification. It is an unconscious psychic attack. It is the emotional hot potato. They feel better. They feel lighter. They call you. They dump their rage, their anxiety, their drama. And then they say, "Oh, thank you. I feel so much better." They do. And you suddenly feel anxious. You suddenly feel angry. You suddenly feel like a failure. You are not feeling your feelings. You are feeling their feelings. You have become their shadow. You are carrying their pain. And why do you let them? Why do you accept the dump? Because their need validates your rescuer persona. Their weakness makes you feel strong. Their chaos makes you feel capable. Their brokenness gives your life a purpose. It is a perfectly dysfunctional symbiotic to relationship. It is an addiction. You are addicted to being needed. They are addicted to being rescued. And this dance is killing you. It is robbing you of your one wild, precious life. You are so busy carrying their pain, you cannot even begin to live your own life or heal your own wound. So the snap happens. You break. You hit a wall. The backpack of their pain, plus your own, becomes too heavy. You collapse. You enter the negrado, the burnout, the breakdown, the dark night of the soul. And in this collapse, in this fire, your own shadow, your own betrayed child, finally rebels. It screams, "No more." Your self-sabotage is actually self-preservation. Your laziness is your soul forcing you to rest. Your procrastination is your soul refusing to perform the false task. Your body gets sick, and to force you to stop carrying this collapse is your soul's intervention. It is the call to individuation. It is the beginning of done. And what happens the moment you start to get done? What happens the first time you don't answer phone? What happens the first time you say, "I'm sorry, I don't have the emotional energy for this right now"? What happens? The backlash, the accusation. They, the projector, the user, feel the loss of their supply. They feel their own pain.com in, back, to, and they panic, and they attack. They do not say, "Oh, wow, I've been unconsciously using you as an emotional container. I must now learn to process my own pain." No, they say, "What's wrong with you? You're being so cold. You're being so distant. You've changed. You're not the kind person I thought you were. You're so selfish." And that accusation is designed to hit your original wound. It is designed to trigger to your persona. It is designed to make your wounded child panic. Oh my God, I'm not good. I'm not kind. I'm selfish. They will abandon me. I will not be loved. I must fix this. And you run back. You apologize. You pick up their pain again, and the prison door slams shut. The addiction resets, and you die. A little more. When you stop carrying their pain, everything changes. This means you must survive the accusation. You must stand in the fire of their disappointment. You must let them call you distant. You must let them call you selfish. And you must know the truth. You must anchor in your self. You must know this is not distant. This is differentiation. It is me separating my stuff from your stuff. This is not cold. This is conscious. This is me finally choosing my sanity. This is not selfish. This is self-preservation. This is self-love. This is the sacred no. Stopping is not a violent act against them. Stopping is a quiet, loving act for you. It is the realization that pain is not mine. That anxiety is not mine. That rage is not mine. And I am no longer available to carry. This stop is the most terrifying act a wounded healer can commit. Why? Because it is a betrayal of your entire identity. It is the death of your persona. If you are not the rescuer, if you are not the strong one, if you are not the one who fixes, then who are you? This is the terror. This is the void. This is the negredo, the blackening that must precede all true creation. To stop carrying is to voluntarily enter the void, to choose. I don't know who I am, but I know I am not that. And this is where everything changes. This is the change. First, you change. You stop. You're saying no. And there is a void. There is silence. Your phone stops ringing because the only and you they wanted was the you that was useful. And you feel alone. You feel guilty. The guilt is the persona dying. It is the addiction in withdrawal. And you must hold your nerve. You must sit in that guilty silence. And then under the guilt, under the silence, you feel something new. You feel light. You feel energy. The 100-pound backpack is gone. You wake up and your shoulders don't ache. You realize all that anxiety, all that rage. It wasn't yours. And now, all that energy, all that life force that you spent on them, .com, yes, rushing back to you. You have energy. You have time. You think, my God, what do I want to do? You begin to hear your own whispers. You begin to find your own life. Second, they change your relationships. Fundamentally change. This is the hardest change. The vampiric relationships, the projective ones, will die. They must. You have stopped providing the food. The vampire must go elsewhere. They will not go quietly. They will rage. They will guilt trip you. They will tell you, you're so selfish. You've changed. You're not the good person I thought you were. And right there is your graduation certificate. It is proof that the work is working. They wanted the persona. They are angry that you are becoming a self. You must let them go. This is the grief. This is the price of freedom. But then something else changes. You're real. Relationships.daepen war. New relationships begin. Relationships not based on wound to wound. Relationships not based on rescuer to victim. Relationships based on self to self. Based on wholeness. Based on I am a whole person. You are a whole person. Let's share our wholeness. This is real love. It is not addiction. It is connection. Third, your life changes. You stop living in their story and you start writing your own. You finally have the energy to turn to your own dusty, neglected shadow, to your own betrayed inner child. You finally have the space to do your own work. You stop projecting your rescuer onto them and you turned rescuer inward. You become your own good parent. You finally start to carry your own pain and you discover that it's not that heavy. After all, it just wanted to be seen. It just wanted a voice. So, how do you do this? How do you practically stop? This is the great work. First, resentment is your compass. You have been taught that resentment is bad. It is not. For you, the wounded healer, resentment is your God. It is yourself screaming, boundary violated. It is your soul alarm system. You must stop judging your resentment and start trusting it. The second you feel clench. That is not a problem. That is the signal. It is telling you, you are carrying their stuff. Hand it back. Listened to your resentment. Second, you must actively do nothing. The stopping is not an argument. It is an action or a non-action. When they call, you do not have to answer the phone. This is revolutionary. You can let it go to voicemail. You can text back an hour later. I am not available to talk right now. You do not have to explain why. No is a complete sentence. This small non-action is you building the new muscle. The no muscle. It will feel terrifying. Your hands will shake. Do it anyway. This is how you change. Third, you must reparent your inner rescuer. You must go to the source. The reason you can't stop is your wounded child who believes it must save everyone to be loved. You must heal for that child. This, use active imagination. You sit, you journal, you talk to that child. You, your new adult self, talk to the wounded, rescuing child. Adult, I see you. I see you need to fix this. I see you're afraid they will leave if you don't. Child, they will. We'll be alone. It's our job. We have to be strong. Adult, no. I am here. I am the adult. Now, I will not abandon you. You do not have to save them to earn my love. You already have my love. Your job is over. You can rest now. You do this every day. You become your own savior. You give yourself the unconditional love that you have been trying to get fra. Saving everyone else. This is the act of stopping the betrayal, of reclaiming yourself. This is the change. It is not selfish. It is sacred. In fact, it is the time's only truly loving thing. You tend you by carrying their pain. You are enabling them. You are stealing their own journey. You are preventing them. Ever having to face their own shadow. Ever having to grow up. Ever healing themselves. Your rescue is not kind. It is crippling them. The most loving thing you can do for another human being is not to carry their burden. It is to trust that they are strong enough to carry their own and to stand beside them whole and integrated as they do their work. You are not a container for their darkness. You are a vessel for your own light. It is time to stop carrying their pain. It is time to stop betraying yourself. It is time to finally see what changes when you choose. When you choose you. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your courage. This, if the real work, if this conversation spoke to you, if you felt seen in this, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to the channel. And now, for our community, this is a brave and sacred space. Let's make this real. Go down to the comments and let's practice. What is one small boundary? What is one sacred no that you need to say this week to stop carrying their pain and start choosing you? Let's witness each other's first step. Be well, be brave, and I will see you in the next one.